How often have we seen the NFL not really care? I mean, did the Raiders really interview anybody from a minority standpoint before they gave John Gruden the job? Of course not. It wasn't serious. They had John Gruden on their radar. They've been trying to woo John Gruden for years. They finally did it with a ton of money, bag of cash. They weren't really looking at a minority candidate. Every offseason, when there's a GM or a front office that's hot for one of these coordinators, if they're not an African-American coordinator, those interviews are not really going to anybody. So you've got to actually mandate it, and sometimes it doesn't actually feel like any other coordinators or minority candidates are actually even being interviewed. I mean, sometimes guys are just hired, just flat hired. So what the NFL has failed to do is actually police their own protocols. Can we start there? Can you say, hey, no, you didn't interview anybody, so that's a fine. Let's start there. Okay, that's a $50,000 fine, $100,000 fine, $200,000 fine. You got to actually go through the process of interviewing, okay? And number two, you've got to get people in those rooms like Tony Dungy, okay, those that have a significant vested interest in the promotion of minority candidates, and tell these owners and GMs, hey, take this seriously, and here's why. If you don't, you're missing out on Mike Tomlin. If you don't, you're missing out on Tony Dungy. If you don't, you're missing out on Ron Rivera. If you don't, you're missing out on Becky Hammond. And here's the coordinators, or here are the assistant coaches that can be those people. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? I would open the door here. These owners don't take it seriously, and thus the GMs just get whoever they want. Mandate that they take that part seriously and educate them, because without that, it's hollow. Overall, though, I like this fix to the Rooney Rule. I do. I think this could actually lead to change, and that's an important part of what it's supposed to have always been.